This is a natural question to ask. Do you need a lawyer? Do you have to make a formal claim? I'm sorry to say this. The answer is yes, you do. A dog attack is an important legal matter. It needs to be handled by a lawyer. It's the only way that you're going to get compensation for what you've lost. All right? Let me tell you what I mean by compensation. You need to get money for your medical bills, obviously. Even if there's insurance involved, you still need to get money for your medical bills because your insurance is not going to cover everything 100%. You also have to be paid for your loss of income if there is any. What about your pain and suffering? How about scarring and even disability? All of these things are things that you deserve compensation for. And let me tell you something about the scarring. If you're thinking that there might be a need for scar treatment down the line, you need to make the claim properly right away because cosmetic surgery is considered to be elective. It's not covered by health insurance. It's not covered by any governmental program. So if you don't claim it now and get it now, you're going to have to pay for it later out of your pocket. And that is not fair because this accident was not your fault. Why should you have to suffer and also pay the costs? It doesn't make any sense. The insurance company of the dog owner or whoever is responsible for your accident, they have the money for this. The insurance industry has people who project how many accidents there are going to be every year based on statistics. These are called actuaries. They know how much money every year they need to set aside for cases like yours, and they raise the premiums to cover cases like yours. So the money is there. Don't leave it on the table because if you do, they just consider it to be part of their profit. That's not fair to you. Now you may say, you don't want to hurt the dog owner, by making a claim. Well, if the dog owner has either homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance, the coverage is there, most likely. But only if you go after it the right way. And that means you have to have a lawyer to do it for you, and there has to be a formal claim. The insurance company does not pay victims who try to handle the case themselves. Insurance companies are for-profit companies. They are out to make money. I don't blame them. That's capitalism. I don't blame them for this. But you've got to keep in mind, they are not a church. They are not a charity. You have to convince them. You have to, I'm sorry to say this, you have to push them into doing the right thing. And there's only one person who can push them, and that's a great lawyer. You have to focus on what's important, and you have to do it right away. You can't put it off. Now, sometimes what happens is people will say, well, I don't know what the case is worth, so I need to know that before I do something. Don't do that. At this time, nobody can tell you what the case is worth. Your lawyer can't tell you, the judge can't tell you, the insurance company can't tell you, because, we have to develop the proof. Your proof may have gaps. There may be people who are necessary in your case who disappear, who die. You may have a doctor who's a great healer, knows how to fix you up, but he can't testify, or she just doesn't want to testify, or she's too expensive to testify because you got to pay them to testify. Sometimes your witnesses are children, and over a period of time, they forget what happened. So don't focus on the money right now. Just get the case rolling because you have to protect your rights. You have to protect the case. The value in your case will come later, but only if you've done it right from the start. And that means making the claim properly with a lawyer. Subscribe to the Dog Bite Law YouTube channel because there's going to be more of these videos, and they're going to be not only videos that explain things, but also videos that set up how you should handle your case if you're a victim. So watch and learn.